It's also what I would describe as sort of a quintessential Chaco Canyon piece, really something that I would call one of their most signature designs, one of their most famous and best-selling looks. It's really captivating in this Kingman turquoise, and it is today at the lowest price we have ever offered. So we are gonna save you a little bundle today. $50 off our regular price. It is on 5 flexible payments for you. So you just make your first payment, we ship it to you right away. So you can start wearing it, enjoying it. Nothing says summer like beautiful, fabulous turquoise, and the size of the stones is significant. 22 by 15 millimeter in that rectangular shape. You've got the triangular designs, those are 17 by 17 millimeter. You notice how there's 3 stations, this beautiful open negative space in the center. The solid sterling silver has been engraved and textured to add a little bit of interest. And then notice there's almost like a black outline around each and every stone. It's actually the oxidation of the metal, which gives it a little bit of that shadow box effect. So they really pop right off the wrist, and then it wraps all the way around. So it can accommodate most wrist sizes, especially up to a 7.5 inch wrist or so. But this is really beautiful, Jennifer.
It is. I like the way it looks, and especially the uniqueness of it. The artist in here, his name is Raymond Yazzie. And for Raymond, when you look at a piece that has made especially the way the culture is for the Navajo silversmiths, what they're doing is they're teaching each other different ways of silversmithing. You have people like Greg Yazzie, Raymond Yazzie, Irvin Sosi, Emerson Del Garrido, Loretta Del Garrido, who are master silversmiths who like to teach others within their community, and especially within the shop out in New Mexico, to learn different ways of silversmithing, and in hopes that they would continue on that heritage.
Isn't that wonderful? I mean, what we're doing today by presenting your jewelry, and you at home by supporting HSN, or maybe selecting a few pieces for your collection, you're really keeping their culture and their history and their spirituality alive, because they take so much pride and honor in what they do. And this is a real representation of that incredible tradition that you can own a piece of history today.
Yes.
And that's really what it is. It's like you get to share and celebrate their stories, their symbols with the rest of the world. You get to be proud to say this is handcrafted, this is handmade by a member of a Native American tribe in Chaco Canyon. This turquoise is mined in America. It's the Kingman mine, one of the most popular and one of the really the most desired and sought after sources of turquoise in the world today. And then you get something that's done in solid sterling silver. Is there any special care to the jewelry that you would recommend, Jennifer, for anybody who's new to Chaco Canyon?
When you receive it, you're going to receive it in a pouch, and it's just a soft cloth to keep it nice and neat, and no harsh chemicals to it. That's all.
Okay, good to know.
Yes.
And how about adjusting the size? Any suggestions for any of the cuffs?
I would say for something like this, hold it right here, but don't hold it on the tips right here. And it just, since it's so malleable, you can just adjust it to a bit.
Move the very bottom. Yeah, you don't want to bend anything up here because you don't want to interfere with the integrity of the stone setting. Keep that all in place, but then of course it's malleable here at the bottom. So a great advice. And then notice how when it's open on the bottom, you don't really need a big opening to slip it sideways on the wrist, and then you just wrap it around, and then you can give those ends just a little bit of a squeeze if you need to find that perfect look. And then look at how big these stones are. I gave you the dimensions, but let me put it in perspective here and hold it up with a ruler, and you can see that comes in at about 3/4 of an inch. Is this a ruler that doesn't start on the end? It is a ruler that doesn't start on the end. Okay, good to know. It starts a little bit in, there we go. It's about an inch in width. So, I mean, but look at the color of those stones. And that's why we love turquoise. Why is turquoise so important to the Native American tribes?
It's one of the most oldest stones that have been found in different excavation sites, with coral and lapis. They were bone, sinew, and feather that were strewn together to make necklaces and different ornaments on the body. And so, especially for the name Chaco Canyon was a big hub where different Native Americans all over the world came and shared their culture and just stayed in a big area where they interacted with each other. They traded things that were that they had along the way, and that place is still up today.
So cool.
And if you see, if you go out to the park and see how they lived and to see the different rooms that are in that Chaco Canyon area, it's just beautiful.
It really is. And what an incredibly advanced society they were too. I mean,
Yes.
they were watching the sun and the moon and the stars. They had incredible, you know, designs when it comes to geometry and landscaping and engineering and astronomical elements.
There were waterways that were there, and like to this day, there's no water, but thinking back then, there must have been water out in that area, and just seeing the sundials that were out there and going into the different homes that they had for each other, it's breathtaking, and it's still up to this day. And me and a friend went out there, and as we were walking, there was a deer that just walked out in front of us, and just to
really?
see, and just to see the wildlife out there was just amazing too as well.
Isn't that wonderful? And you'll see those nature-inspired designs throughout their entire collection. We're gonna have to move on in our final seconds. You can add this to your order. It's 629022. The best way to place your order today is to go to hsn.com, and you can also give us a call the old-fashioned way at that 1-800 number at the bottom of your screen. But jump in, because some of these pieces you will not be able to find anywhere else. And I think you're going to be thrilled that you're creating a wonderful, really a one-of-a-kind collection for yourself. No one else will have anything like it. And you're not going to be able to go anywhere without getting incredible compliments. Quick update on